I'm really excited about this. Yesterday, I was telling you guys about this movie I saw, The Octopus Teacher. At dinner last night, my family even discussed how I got all emotional, almost crying at the end of the movie. And it's on Netflix. It's called My Octopus Teacher. It's about a guy that follows an octopus every day for a year in South Africa in the ocean, tracks it down. And Kyle went and saw, you saw it.
Yeah, well, you asked us to watch it, so I did. And it's such an unusual animal to gain a connection with, because even in the beginning of the documentary, he goes, you always kind of think of octopus as like aliens. Like that's what I think of them like, these like weird creatures that don't really have feelings. And along the journey that he gets to know this octopus and sees that it has a connection with him, it's like it really does kind of make you appreciate different forms of wildlife. I don't know. Like,
did you like it?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah,
you finished it.
Yeah, I finished
did you
it
get
this
emotional
morning.
at the end, like Johnjay did?
I didn't get as emotional as Johnjay, but I did feel like you felt, Johnjay, towards the end. Like I just wanted him to like scoop him up and take him with him.
Put him in an aquarium.
Yeah, I mean, come on,
Or
he could
her.
be his Hank. Or her, yeah. I mean, he calls her her, but how does he even know? I guess because she has babies.
She has a bunch of babies.
Never mind. I worked that out as I said it in my head. But I did think it was pretty fascinating.
Yeah, good. That's how it's like nothing you've ever seen before, really.
Right.
Right?
And I probably would never have watched it unless
Is
he
it
told
real,
us to.
like a documentary, or is it a movie?
Yes.
That's a
No,
documentary.
Oh,
it's-
like it actually happened.
Like it's the guy, and he's talking about how he was like this film producer or whatever, and how he started going through this really hard time in his life where he got into this deep depression where he didn't even want to film anything anymore. He just like sort of like lost his will, and he was having a really hard time in life. And he remembered in his childhood, he grew up near the water. And so he went back to the water. Oh my God, it's like Moana.
it is like Moana.
Yes, and he started feeling this deep connection with the water, and through his relationship with this octopus, it helped heal him to where he's now like dedicated his life to helping save the kelp forest.
That was his calling.
Yeah.
He, like, found his purpose.
It's worth
Exactly.
seeing it. I'm telling you, there's no documentary like it. I've never seen anything like it. It's called My Octopus Teacher on Netflix.
It should have gotten more hype.
I don't know where it came from. It was all because of Dutch and TikTok, and I misunderstood what Dutch was showing me on TikTok, my son. But it's really amazing.
And is it newish?
Came out like 2 weeks ago or
Oh,
something like that
wow.
on Netflix, and I think it's going to win an Academy Award.
On
But
your birthday. It came out on your birthday,
I know.
remember?
So it's called My Octopus Teacher on Netflix. So I have to tell you something totally kind of weird, but I tried to say, I did something which I thought was funny. I wasn't trying to be funny, but it's just kind of like instinct. I think anybody would have done what I did. So, several years ago, over 10 years ago, my dad died of a heart attack. And because I have and my dad was really healthy and in good shape. And because of that, and I have 3 young boys, I was like, crap, I got to get my heart checked all the time. So now I get my heart checked. Every couple of years, I go through all these crazy tests. And that's what I'm in the middle of doing right now. So I get my blood tests, and then I got to go do all these heart tests and stuff. And that's last week and this week, I'm doing all these tests. And the other day, I had to go get an ultrasound on my heart. And I don't really remember doing this part of the test before because it's been a few years. So I go into this doctor's office like normal, and I got to take off my shirt, and I lay down on the table, and they hook me up to this. They put all these little electrodes on my chest, and then they do an ultrasound like they do when you're having a baby, right?
Right.
So they put the gel on my chest, and they put this thing. And I'm laying down. I got my arm up like I'm doing a side stroke if I'm swimming, and then they put the thing on my chest, and then they tell me, the doctor or the woman, whatever you call that therapist, doctor person, says, okay, I'm going to show you your heart. I'm going to show you all the different parts of your heart. And they stick the thing on my chest, and then there it is on the screen. And it's like, it's just like that same sound. And they're going around my heart. And there it is, right? And I'm like, oh my God. And it was amazing to see my heart. And I go, it's a boy. Because the last time I was ever in any kind of situation like that, I think we were looking at one of my kids.
Yeah,
right?
probably.
And I was like, oh my God, it's a boy. And the lady, she's, got long hair, no makeup, glasses. She's done this for 40 years. And she's like, every single guy says that.
She's over it.
Yeah. She goes, you probably thought you were the first person to say that, didn't you? And I was like, I really wasn't thinking if I was the first person to say that. I was just, it was just kind of having a little fun, man.
And that's what it's here.
And then after it's quiet for a while, and I can hear my heart, the same exact noise.
Yeah.
And then again, I thought about it because when you hear the baby, it's a baby's heart is what you're listening to.
Yeah, it's just going
same
fast.
exact noise, and it's quiet. And I was like, so I go, some time had passed, and I go, so every guy says that to you? She goes, every guy, every male that comes in here and I do this heart exam, they all say it's a boy. They don't say it's a girl. They say it's a boy. Every single one. I was like, oh.
Well, because you're a boy.
Maybe, yeah.
Right?
And I don't know. And I start to analyze my joke and why I said it. And, I'm like, I'm like, there really was no point. It was just like lightening up the room a little bit, just trying to do whatever. And then I started thinking about other people's careers and other jobs where people try to be funny.
Same joke all the time. to
Maybe
them.
like I was trying to think of in our life. But I know that people ask us the same question all the time, but I don't know if anyone ever tries to be funny all the time.
I see the same joke happen to us all the time.
What?
Every time somebody says this, whenever we get presented with a giant check for Love Up, somebody will say, let's try to take that to the bank. The big giant check. That happens.
But
to
that's
us
not
all
an
the time.
everyday. Love Up events happen. Like this woman has it every day.
Right.
She's doing hard, and every day, 2 or 3 guys say it's a boy. It's almost like she rolls. It's like
Like, in her head, she's like, the next dude that tries this stupid joke with me, I don't even care. I'm not even gonna play. I'm not even gonna play like it's funny. I'm just gonna call him out. And she did, and it was you.
Yeah, it was me, and I just
Shut it down.
totally shut it
Seriously.
down. It has. There's got to be like, I go through the drive-through. So and it's almost like the dad jokes. They're dad
Yes.
jokes, right? Like I go through the drive-through sometimes, and I'll order food, and I'll go, "Can I get it to go?" When I'm in the drive-through, and I wonder if the drive-through person's like, "Yeah, haha, very funny." I get it, stupid man.